I call it Sabrina's rule of three, not to actually own it, but actually to caveat that there's no research behind it, nothing official. This is just my observation. So I feel like I have to, soften it a little bit by that. Yeah. But here's what I have seen is that when you are that only, right, the only woman, for me, sometimes I'm on an outside board, the only minority, people somehow think that you represent all of that group. So Sabrina, what do women think about that? So what do Asians think about that? I didn't think they got down to Chinese. It was just Asian. And so, it's just, I'm like, I don't know. There's like 1.3 billion people. But, and actually that's only the Chinese. So, you can't represent that. When there are two, at least you think, well, this would be better. But a funny thing happens, if there are two of that kind of a minority group in there, everybody thinks you're best friends. You must be best friends. Oh, you must hang out with Denise, the other woman on the board. Or, I was saying like, one of my business school roommates, she was on a flight, a Black woman in business class. And she's like, all right, it's for work. Okay, this is cool. The flight attendant comes and said, oh, would you two like to sit together? Because there was another Black woman in business class. And my roommate said, I don't know her. I'm sure she's a perfectly nice woman, but why are you assuming?
The assumption, that's so crazy.
So I think with two, you still get that. You must be best friends. And it's not until you hit three as a minimum, that somehow you can be a member of a marginalized community and still be different and individual. And so at least that's what, again, no research. I've actually been thinking about asking one of my friends from college who's a sociology professor to do the research.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this is what I've seen. And this is where I like to tell people, especially both actually people who are looking for roles. And if you're in one of these marginalized communities and those that are in leadership positions and are setting up teams. If you know that, keep it in mind and maybe don't split up all the women or split up the Latino engineers. Maybe put them together. And maybe if you are a Latina engineer and you're looking for a new role, look for that team where you can be more set up for success. Because I just believe that it will give them more confidence. And my guess is they will be more successful in their careers and what they're doing.